Welcome. I'm Patricia Van Arnhem, Executive Editor of Pharmaceutical Technology and Pharmaceutical Technology Europe, and I'm joined today by Susan Schneep, Vice President of Quality and Regulatory Affairs at Allergy Laboratories and co-chair of the Program Planning Committee of the 2013 PDA FDA Joint Regulatory Conference, which will be held in Washington, D.C., September 16th through the 19th. The theme of this year's conference is driving quality and compliance throughout the product life cycle in a global regulatory environment, and we would like to discuss some important issues related to this topic. Manufacturing quality has always been of utmost importance to the pharmaceutical industry, but it has been brought into greater prominence with the increased globalization of the industry, changing regulatory requirements, and increasingly complex ingredient and product supply chains. What are some of the challenges that pharmaceutical companies face in seeking to optimize their quality systems?
Thank you, Patricia. I appreciate that introduction, and PDA really appreciates their partnership with PharmTech magazine. One of the biggest challenges, in my opinion, is in optimizing a quality system is to make sure that it gets implemented consistently across the company. And, this can be difficult to accomplish if the company has multiple facilities in different geographical areas around the world. To do the implementation correctly, it requires the company to think globally about the regulations and how they can accommodate the various individual requirements of the regulatory authorities, particularly those that are not part of ICH or the PICS. The PDA FDA Joint Regulatory Conference this year should help participants navigate through these challenges and offer practical solutions to establishing a robust quality system across their company.
Now, what are some strategies or best practices that companies can take to improve and or maintain their quality systems?
Well, from my perspective, the goal should always be to improve the quality system, not maintain it. And one of the best strategies for improving a quality system is performing a proper risk assessment. The risk assessment should involve other departments within the organization, such as operations, and it should indicate where the organization has vulnerability, and it should also measure how great that vulnerability may be. The risk assessment needs to be a living, breathing document that is revisited so the organization keeps moving forward in improving their quality system. Again, our upcoming conference offers advice from a number of industry-recognized experts who can speak to many of these strategies and give practical advice on how to perform a proper risk assessment.
And how has quality by design and the related science and risk-based approach under QBD changed the paradigm for effective quality systems?
Well, I think QBD, science and risk-based approaches have helped advance the effective quality system by offering tools that assist the quality professional in making batch release decisions. Today's quality decisions can no longer be black and white, yes or no, but they must look at various shades of grays and the maybes when determining the suitability of the batch in light of product quality, but most importantly, patient safety. And the subsequent investigation workshop that my colleague Anders Winther is organizing should offer plenty of ideas and practical advice on proper risk decision-making.
Well, thank you, Susan, for joining us today. Again, the 2013 PDA FDA Joint Regulatory Conference will be held in Washington, D.C., September 16th to the 19th. And the PDA FDA Workshop Improving Investigations will also be held September 18th and 19th in Washington, D.C. This has been Patricia Van Arnhem, Executive Editor of Pharmaceutical Technology and Pharmaceutical Technology Europe.